So there's many series Nintendo has basically forgotten that could probably still make money if Nintendo attempts to make another entry in the series. They're one of the most neglected series in Nintendo's franchise, despite having two characters in Super Smash Bros. Is Earthbound or Mother, which basically only has three games: Earthbound, Mother 3, and the first one that's called Mother. So the games that is called no, not the no Mother video game, or was known as Earthbound Zero. Yes, not I didn't know how to specify, but the video game Mother. There's three of them, or known as the Earth, or known as Earthbound Zero. There's basically they all have different characters, even on Nintendo, and that's basically look exactly alike. Um, This franchise is practically dead at this point. Nintendo has not made another game in the franchise since 2006, and the games are basically nearly impossible to get. Okay, the first game couldn't be gotten until first game called Mother was released on the NES. It was one of those forgotten NES games. It had It was a unique game. It was kind of like every other RPG. Instead, it was set into like a city, and you had to fight monsters and stuff, and you had to fight your lamppost. Yes, the game was weird. And then Earthbound came out. Nobody bought it, except for in Japan. That's the only. That's the only. And the game sold almost 1 million copies in Japan. But if we came around at the end of the GBA's lifespan, and it sold 400,000 copies in Japan. So, what would think that Nintendo would release the game in? Oh, they still they up until this day, Mother 3 is still not playable in America. So, automatically, you cannot play Mother 3 in America. The first game finally released on the Wii U. Yes, Earthbound Zero finally or Earthbound Beginnings is what they call it now. Finally released on the Wii U. Yes, Earthbound is only available on three consoles: the Super Nintendo, the Wii U, and the 3DS. In order to get the game, you have to have the new 3DS or the Wii U, which is Nintendo's most obscure console out there. And of course, the game will probably come to in the game. And since Virtual Console is basically non-existent, you can't get the game on the Nintendo Switch because Nintendo does not want to make Virtual Console for the Nintendo Switch. Instead, wants you to buy Nintendo Switch Online, which basically means you're forced to buy Nintendo Switch Online. And also Mother 2 or Earthbound came out on the Super Nintendo Classic, but the series has been gone for such a absurd amount of time. And the last Earth, but then you realize that Earthbound had a has been actually had a game had no the last Earthbound or Mother game came out more recently than the last F-Zero game. That just shows the sad state of F-Zero is going in because Nintendo has said they have no ideas for the game, even though we're not. No, this is not F-Zero. This is Earthbound. I think it's because the creator does not want to make another game. Okay, the creator of Earthbound, Itoi, he does not want another game to be made. Okay, he said he doesn't want another game after Mother 3 because Mother 3 was kind of like the final game he wanted to make. He wanted to make it a trilogy. But then why isn't there no new game? No, at least remake so people can play the game. It makes zero sense. Nintendo even mocks the fans of Earthbound and Mother 3 and directs or Reggie says, but they make openly mock the fans of Earthbound. I'm not a fan of Earthbound, but then there is something. There is spiritual successors, even though one of them is pretty bad, like Undertale and many Earthbound hacks and stuff. There are other spiritual successors to Earthbound, such as this game. Yes, Undertale. Undertale is terrible. It's fast. Moving on. But Earthbound has many spiritual successors and games inspired by it. Earthbound's legacy still exists in one game franchise. Earthbound is basically, but then he realized that Pokemon is made was basically inspired by Earthbound. Yes, it was. The whole style of Pokemon was actually inspired somewhat by Earthbound, somewhat by other games, and basically the rest of it was original ideas. So that's the thing that one of the bigger Nintendo franchises, one of the biggest Nintendo franchises, people are still buying Sword and Shield. I don't know why people, even though we want an open world Pokemon game, by the way, but Pokemon is actually inspired by Earthbound as well. So, and even there's even theories going around that Geigy is actually Mewtwo. Now it all makes sense. Earthbound will likely be a forever, like F-Zero, because Nintendo has no ideas for F-Zero, will likely be forever a relic of Nintendo's past, and will be remembered as one of Nintendo's older franchises. Maybe there will be a fourth game. There is an unofficial fan-made game coming out, though, but the game was probably, I don't know if the Nintendo DMCA'd the game anyway, so I gotta see if the game is actually still in development. Mother 4. Won't be surprised. Mother 4 is cancelled, I think. Yeah, I won't be surprised if Nintendo took to put a DMCI on. And each way even said Mother 4 is impossible. Even though they could make Square Enix, no, they could make, but actually in Mother 4 is actually possible. Let's make Atlas make it. Since they make Persona, they can make Mother 4. So, but he doesn't want. The reason why he says it's impossible is because he just doesn't want to make it to be made. That's basically it. He said he doesn't want to make it, but even then, Nintendo could have. I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't made more. Let's say, oh Atlas, make another game. I just think the reason why there's not another Mother game is because of Etoy. He doesn't want to be made, so he's preventing it. So of course there will probably be no longer another Mother game until at least Etoy is passed away, or probably forever. It'll be like halfway free, walked away. People be asking for it, but it'll never happen. So Mother 4 is more likely like halfway free, and it will never come to fruition. You know what? That could actually be a good video. What happened to Halfway Free? The actual story behind Halfway Free. But Mother 4 is basically dead. Yes, dead.